So guys, I'm here on YouTube, which is actually still a shock to me because I never expected to be the one in front of the camera. But because so many of you guys have asked me to start a YouTube channel and start sharing some of the things that I know, and you guys have so many questions for me, I thought what better time than now to start a YouTube channel. So I've seen quite a few YouTube videos on people trying to teach people how to build successful NFT projects. And it's either one or two things. One, it's either super cut and dry. And number two, it just goes way above everyone's head. Either they're just some super technical developer speaking a language that people just don't understand and can't grasp. The entire NFT space too, for a lot of people, is still a hard concept to grasp. So when you start talking about building projects and managing teams and all the moving parts, people just get extremely confused. So I decided, screw it. I'm going to teach you guys everything that you need to know to build a successful NFT project in an easy, consumable way to grasp all this information and see every moving part on this board, as well as help you guys develop actual hard skills that apply directly to building NFT projects and can apply to anything you want to be successful in business, in life. These marketing skills, these consumer psychology skills, you can apply literally anywhere. So I'm super excited. Make sure to like and subscribe. So the best way for me to teach you guys exactly how to build a successful project is through this step. So in this video, we're going to be building a foundation for you guys to start learning and actually put everything together, your game plan, your strategy, get everything on paper and understand every step of the process. So 4 months ago, besides trading NFTs, I knew absolutely nothing when it came to all the steps that it takes to build a successful NFT project. And even as a developer on the development side, Solidity and a lot of the functionality was still such a mystery to me. But in the past 3 months, my team and I have generated $7 million profit selling NFTs. So hopefully that goes to show that you guys can do this too. And whether it's 7 million, 20 million, or even $1 million, it's still an insane amount of money. And the opportunity in this space is insane. And you guys are just getting started. You'll develop a ton of skills and you'll learn so many things throughout this process. And I truly believe when timing and opportunity meet, that is where people become just incredibly successful and their lives absolutely change. And I truly believe that NFTs are presenting that opportunity and that timing to us right now, and it's right in front of your face. So I think it's important that you guys understand exactly what it is that I do. So Crypto Brando, which is what many of you guys know me by, is not just an individual person. It is actually a team of about 7 or 8 people, from developers, Solidity developers, web developers, and marketers. Now, most of the time what happens is these founders who have project ideas, or they're in the early stages of their project, run into problems, have issues, and they need help. What I do is I help them put that project into motion, help them drive momentum, build that initial foundation, as well as sell out. I believe out of every project that we've minted and advised on as well, only one project did not sell out, which is still a pretty good track record. I still think that project ended up making right around like $2.5 million. So still a successful project, but that just goes to show that these strategies and these tactics actually work. Now, we help these projects by providing services like development, marketing, strategy, community building, team management, and consulting services, and help them fill gaps within their team, whether it's hiring new roles or just advising them and giving them direction on where to take their project. But at the end of the day, you need to understand that this is a skills game, and you actually need skills to be able to build a successful NFT project. You need skills to really be successful in anything that you want to do in life. But if you don't have all the skills, that doesn't mean just sit around and wait and try to develop these skills over time and then execute. What you need to do is you just need to dive into it and understand that you are going to run into issues, especially with some of those tasks that you don't have the skills fully developed to be able to execute on them. And the other thing that you can do if you find yourself in that situation is just find someone who's better than you at completing those tasks and watch them do it and learn from them. But don't use not having a lot of these skills and having some unanswered questions as an excuse to not jump on an opportunity like this. So to make this even simpler, what we're going to do, and you probably heard me say this before, but I like to break down the entire NFT project process in 3 different stages. The first stage is marketing, right? Marketing is by far the most important step in any successful NFT project. If you could have the best project, the most unique idea in the world, you could have the best product in the world. It doesn't matter what you're selling. If you don't have marketing and you don't have a strategy in place to get eyes on your brand, you're not going to do any sales and you're not going to be successful. So marketing is number one. And the second thing is community building. And there's a reason it's in that order, right? Marketing first, because you can't build and grow a community without having good marketing incentives in place. But when it comes to community building, there's an addition, right? You need to start building out a team to be able to provide a good service to the people within your community and a good overall experience, whether that's customer support and overall communication. It's really important that you have that in place. And lastly, number three, development obviously is an extremely important part because you need a Solidity developer to be able to write your contract. You probably need a web developer too to build out your overall site, create that design, that aesthetic, and all of that works together, right? You need all three different stages to create a successful NFT project. So you're probably sitting there thinking, I want to build an NFT project right now. Brandon, tell me what I need to know. The first thing you are going to want to do is get a high-level overview and understand your vision, goals, and every task at hand and every moving part of your project. This is super important because you're the one leading the project. And when you're hiring and you're managing a team, you need to be making sure that everybody is executing on their task at hand and everybody has roles and it's working seamlessly and effectively. What I want you to do is sit down and draw 3 columns. And in each column, you put each stage of the process. So you have marketing, you have community building, and you have development. You write those down, and inside of each column, you fill out every task associated with that stage, every task that you can think of. Then when you're done, you look at it and you're literally seeing every single moving part in the NFT project process. And now what you can do is go in there, highlight, circle, find, select different tasks that apply to different roles that you need to hire for and start breaking everything down. It's extremely important that you see everything at a high level because you're the one running the project and you need to make sure that every moving part is working seamlessly and exactly how you envisioned it working. That all comes down to execution and is extremely important. And probably the best tip that I can give you as someone leading a project is don't get stuck on little roadblocks. You are going to run into issues, and if you sit there and you dwell on issues, whether it's technical, whether it's development, you're not getting anything accomplished. And that's why it's good to have all those tasks written out. That way you know, hey, if I have an issue here, I just need to find someone who's better than me to get this problem solved and move on. Again, when you're leading a project, you are in a lot more of a leadership role, and you need to play that role by understanding big picture and hiring people that are better than you and not feeling like you have to take all the weight. Guys, I want to be as transparent as possible, and you need to understand that this is not easy. Building an NFT project is not some easy thing that you can slap together, get done in a matter of a couple weeks and make millions of dollars. You're literally building a multi-million-dollar company potentially based on the supply and price is what you sell. But it's important to understand that this doesn't happen overnight, and it is going to be a lot of effort and a lot of work. And there's just going to be a lot of unexpecteds that happen along the way, and that's just part of it. We're in a completely new space. The opportunities and the ideas are limitless, right? You can literally do whatever you want in this space. But it's important to understand that this isn't easy, and you need to mentally prepare yourself for that because it might be one of the hardest things you've ever done, especially if you don't have a lot of experience building companies and, developing a lot of these skills. It is going to be tough. I want to help you get into the space and execute and have successful projects and provide all the resources to do that. So I've created a Discord community for you guys, for like-minded individuals who want to build and make successful NFT projects to all join in there. It allows you guys to network with people who may have different skills than you. You guys might end up finding a great team to build within the Discord, right? Maybe one of you guys has some marketing experience in e-commerce and the other one has development experience, right? I want to build a community where you guys can grow with each other and surround yourself around like-minded individuals. At the end of the day, your network is your net worth, and making sure that you are connecting with the right people is extremely important to your growth, your success, and developing skills. So I want to provide that to you guys. The link will be in the description. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about probably the #1 question and problem that I hear, which is how do I find and how do I hire developers?